he needs to chill.
He needs to chill. Let's rinse and repeat, back this thing up, replay style, and show you why the resignation happens. The threat here, everyone, is knight to c7 check. So you make a move, I play knight c7, and you're losing your queen because you're mated otherwise. This is like stuff you see in Puzzle Rush, but not in real Grandmaster games. If you take here, white just takes on b5 with check, and the same problem occurs. Your king is trapped on the d file, and you're losing the house on d7. There's no moves. There's no way to deal with this, so he resigns. Robert.
Yeah. It honestly looks like bullet games I play when I lose because I'm playing terrible openings. And, I mean, Maxime is so much stronger than this. It's actually a little upsetting for me to see, but I see he's eating. He's taking a bite. Hopefully he takes a breath, because what he needs to do is just get one good game under his belt. He needs to stop just playing risky openings for no other reason than you can't play wishful chess. You can't say, I need to win the game. I want to win the game, so I'm magically going to win the game. No, you just need to play your best moves because, of course, Maxime is capable of beating Wesley in a couple straight games. That said, I think Wesley, of all of the top players, is great at keeping his composure. And that sometimes, I think, hurts him a little bit. For example, the candidates in 2018, when he lost his first 2 games, he could never get back into it because he just was, he was a little out of it. He was being almost too practical when you start needing victories to jump up the leaderboard. And, okay, is Maxime losing b2 right now? Yeah, he's losing b2. I mean,
and then a3 falls.
I don't know what to make of this.
No, back to your point about Wesley So. I mean, again, as far as we talked about this with Yasser and Sopako in Norway, just his ability to keep his emotions in check. I think it's one of the things that made him a very difficult opponent for Jan Nepomniachtchi, right? Was that his technical, very kind of, I don't want to say dry, but very accurate approach was something that kind of called into question maybe some of the combinations that Jan was going for, right? And I think it made him a difficult, practical kind of matchup for Nepomniachtchi. And I think here, when Maxime is kind of on tilt, not playing his best, here's what's not going to happen. Wesley's not going to beat himself. So you're either going to pull yourself out of this hole or not. You know what I'm saying, right? Wesley's not going to start. He's not going to start messing around. He's not going to lose his focus despite having a 4-game lead.
Right. He's honestly just amazing at that. And a lot of the top players have complimented him, whereas they feel like, they get into must-win territory. They're playing subjective moves, which is not playing chess. It's just a very objective game. And Wesley, on the other hand, is just, he takes his breath, he sits, he relaxes, and he gets ready for the next one. And right now, if you look at this position, it looks somewhat promising for white because you see this pawn on e5 and d6. But then you look at the e5 pawn and notice that, well, it's actually not defended. You can go ahead and take it right now. So knight takes e5 is a move just to get rid of this advanced pawn chain.
Well, you can you get away with bishop b7? I guess rook b5, bishop f3, rook b8. Okay, maybe not. Okay, he goes a6. I think the point, Robert, what I was going to highlight is you don't even need to rush taking e5 because it's hard for white to fix that doesn't have defense. You could play bishop b7 now and try to take on f3 or take. Yeah, I actually really like what Wesley did with the bishop b7 move order.
Yeah, I'm with you. You're right. The pawn e5 can only protect it by some kind of knight g4 move, and then you play h5 and kick the knight away. So you're right. So he gives up e5.
Tundra Mike says in the Chess TV chat, with FIDE acknowledging the Fischer Random World Chess Championship cycle, the Fischer Random World Chess Champion should be seeded into the candidates along with the previous challenger. I like that idea, but not this year. So it's not going to get him. But that's a cool idea for the future.
Too soon.
Too soon.
No, but Wesley, of course, they deserve a champion there.
He's up 2 pawns now.
Yeah.
Is he about to go up 5 games? It might be. 6 minutes for Maxime Vachier-Lagrave in the 5-minute portion if you're just tuning in. Good for you because we still have 2 full hours of amazing chess up ahead. 2 of the best players in the world throwing down. We have more than 12,000 of you across, actually almost 13,000 right now. No matter where you're tuning in from, YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, Twitter, thanks for making us a part of your day. This is Chess TV, and we are here to serve you. By the way, that was awkward, but thanks for letting me do it.
You're very welcome, Danny.
Yeah, appreciate it. Okay, Wesley So, by the way, threatening queen takes g3. Watch out. That's an f2 pawn that's pinned, and he has to play king f1 to unpin it. Oh.
Honestly, I wasn't even looking at the G3 square, so I'm glad you pointed it out. And I know it's rare that I compliment you and note that you're pointing things
We've
out that I
been
wasn't
getting
looking
along
at.
swimmingly today. Like
I think you're right. We have been.
we have been. It's just because we miss each other so much. Such a good time.
Whoa, what do you think about the decision to trade rooks off the board?
I think it actually worsens So's winning chances.
I agree.
Yeah.
And
he's probably still pushing, but
Danny, you know what I'm about to point out?
What? Wrong
Dark
color
square
square the bishop.
Yep. Look at the H1 corner, dark square bishop, which means that if White is able to sacrifice a piece for some of these pawns and leave his H pawn, dark square bishop, H1 corner. And actually, I know I always say that, and some people are like, why does Robert always mention it? Wait a second. This is now pure opposite color bishop. I don't think this is going to be winning.
Yeah, because, but there's the bishop E1 backdoor problem that So the issue here for Maxime is, despite the obstacle bishop, these pawns being stuck to dark squares, everyone, leave them. Okay, he just resigned.